We get pistol round underway. The GLHFs are in chat. And we are underway. So this is the time that these two teams will play. We are in a round robin season this season. So every team will face every other season, or every other team. So we'll see if we end up with some 1-1 score lines, or if Wildcard jump up to 2-0 and Reason go fall to 0-2. Reason really testing out this A site, heading up mid, alt mid. A lot of your things to do on the T side pistol. Wildcard giving them a lot of map control early on, really respecting the Reason roster, but have stacked 3 toward this A bomb site as well as 1 toward Arch, so plenty of room to move around for them even if Reason are able to get to the bomb site. Reason really playing a lot with the clock here. A minute passes, still no kills. Only 1 damage is Jane Joris. But, God, we finally get action. Cryptic and Slight joining in the feed. Reason decides to head toward Arch, and Cryptic going to be heavily rewarded for this with a triple. Beaky, the only one with a frag for Reason, but is taking damage from 2 directions, gets shut down by Slight, and Wildcard take the pistol on the CT side. That is going to be rough. No bomb plant for Reason means it is going to be Pistol City in round number 2 here. Wildcard taking the opportunity to make some money. We got 4 MP9s on their side with Cryptic picking up the M4. They really want to get that big reward. Reason just grouped up towards T steps, letting Wildcard take map control here. But no armor buys, no upgraded pistols for the Reason side. They are just going to go Glock train and see where they can go. So just giving Wildcard all the time in the world to try and exhaust their nades. Freshie still with a full nade set. So waiting out the clock. Gonna get dicey. They're just hanging out T steps. Only Dangerous really peeking out toward Banana is going to be meeting Brett. And Brett and Cryptic jump in the feed. 2 kills a pop. Brett takes a 3rd. Big money on the MP9. And Wildcard take an easy 2nd. Oh, shoot. Yes, we were supposed to close the prediction. So we do have the buys in for Reason. 5 AKs all set, all ready to go, with the MP9 still hanging out on the side of Wildcard. So definitely a bit of a risky business. Strategy here for them. But still plenty of nades in the pockets of really every player on the server, so we should see some fun momentarily here. Wildcard really just smoking off, and it's holding back the Reason players in Banana. So they choose to charge it up mid. 3 players up mid. They will meet Wildcard waiting toward Arch. But no damage really going to come of it. The MP9 spray is just spritzing down the various positions, keeping Reason a little bit scared, and now we will see why. Slight opening things up. Finally, 30 seconds remaining on the round, takes down Grape Zera, and the rest of Reason trying to come down Banana. Brett gonna be smoked off, but Reason gonna be undeterred by this by this fire, and well, Brett gonna be undeterred by the AKs, takes down the first of Dangerous. 3 for Reason remaining, and they don't have enough time to breach the site. They've spent too long, and they will be punished for it. Walker going to be the only one to pick up a frag, but has to survive here, or it's going to be a rough round next round. That'll be Wildcard picking up the third. The J-Dubs and Walker did manage to save up a couple of guns, but I think this is going to be another eco round here for Reason. We do have the upgraded pistol for Grape Zera. However, now those weapons have fallen into the hands of Wildcard, and Freshie going to be the only one keeping the MP9 for one more bonus round. The rest of the side all set with rifles and Slight with the op in hand. Reason will try mid once again. Get the smokes into position to block off Arch. They will just push on out. They're going to have 3 Wildcard players to contend with. Definitely a rough spot. Reason really spending every second allotted to them in every round. And Slight going to be the first one to get a peek. Does not hit the op shot, but will hit the second. And Freshie picking up some eco as well. J-Dubs trades one back, and that will be the op falling into the hands of Reason. But they have let the bomb go loose. They're rotating around to CT. And they don't have bomb, they have to retreat, go for it again. Wildcard in the 4 versus 3. And Reason with 25 seconds remaining. Darty on site, gonna pick up the first. Freshie joins in as well. Walker manages to take down Freshie, but that will be it. Wildcard win the round, but lose the op. So still at least a little bit of an expensive round for the Wildcard side, but they are just stringing together rounds here. Yeah, it will be the buy once again for the Reason side. Walker picking up the op, but it is going to be J-Dubs with a Mac 10, unfortunately. Rest of the side with AKs. And Reason looking to try and test this banana now. They're not taking it fast, though. They are nothing if not disciplined. But Wildcard gonna give them a lot of respect, let them waltz their way up banana. The nades go in. J-Dub's gonna entry onto Cryptic. Mac 10 working wonders. Now it's just Brett all alone on the site. Darty gonna come in CT, be smoked off. And the bomb will go down for the first time this game. Wildcard, though, coming in for the retake. Freshie good for 1, but Reason take 3 in response. Now it's just Slight all alone with the op. Hanging out in CT. Gonna try to fall back, take an exit. Does kill J-Dubs, but it will be Beaky to punish him for it. That will be the op going over to the Reason side. Or I guess retained by the Reason side. Walker did have it, and Reason finally pick up a W. CT side, mostly full bot. Cryptic with the MP9. Sadly, CT economy, pretty expensive these days. People really testing out the M4, trying to give it a little more consideration. So we'll have the utility wars of banana, like you do. Reason really spending a lot of time just to try and get info. Only one has really pushed up anywhere. We do have Grape pushing up towards mid. And the flash goes in, but Brett ready for it. Takes down J-Dubs. The smoke will block off any re-aggression by Beaky. Darty might get something boiler now. The flash once again takes out Dangerous. And now Reason with the two-player disadvantage. Beaky aggresses in, takes down Brett. Good headshot on the Grave player. Now only has to contend with Cryptic on site. Walks past boxes though, and it will be Cryptic on the frag. Walker lit down to 19, but gets the kill anyway. And that will be Reason with the bomb going down on the B bomb site. Freshie flashed in, not gonna see anything. Will take down Walker anyway. Grape Zera now all alone, 1 versus 2. And takes out the first, but Darty will save the round for Wildcard. It saves the op for their team. Reason going to be back on the full round loss bonus, so plenty in the money in the pockets of their side. Despite the loss, bomb down plus huge round loss bonus means good times ahead for their bye. And it's really crazy to see, like Wildcard, they are stringing rounds together. They're 5-1, but they are getting taken down. They are losing a lot of economy every round. So we have Freshie and Brett stuck with MP9s. Only 2 kits on their side as well. Oh, Walker boosted up into apps, checking out. Boiler doesn't spot anyone out, gets this flash pop, takes down Darty, but doesn't check again, and Freshie will re-peek and trade his teammate. Reason still looking to test this A bomb site, but Cryptic says no. You can't go that way. You can't go toward balcony. That's closed. Gotta try something else. Reason just testing this A bomb site because Banana feeling pretty closed as well. Utility wars are just keeping them pushed so far back. The bomb will make its way out apartments, and Beaky will take down Freshie. And J-Dubs joins in the feed as well, finds Slight and Cubby. So now it's just Beaky all alone. The rest of Wildcard will rotate over, so it's the 3 versus 2, and the bomb goes down. Cryptic spots the player, doesn't get the frag. Grape Zera lit down very low, and Brett gonna take the kill for himself. MP9 means $600, AK picked up. Now J-Dubs has to defend the bomb from apartments, takes down Cryptic, makes this difficult for Wildcard. Now Brett in the 1 versus 2 clutch situation, no kit, and Beaky gonna give him no head. And that will be it. So it is going to be the pistols for Wildcard and an interesting buy from Brett with the Negev. Beagles for the rest of the Wildcard side, except for Slight, who has the P250. And it looks like they're going to leave this Negev to hang out on the B-bomb site with the rest of the team going, hey, we should stack A with our pistols because that's where they keep going. It looks like Reason might have a bit of an inkling that now is the time to change things up. I'm excited to see what this Negev can do. It's such a silver weapon, but sometimes it works out, and it's so good. Reason really giving a lot of room to Wildcard. Nades just going in, but they're not pushing it. They're not taking the quick aggression. They're not getting sloppy. A minute passes, and they are still just careful as ever. Brett repositions to CT. They will put down the smokes, and we'll see if we can get a good spray down for Brett, or if it's just going to be annihilation. Brett flashed in. Reason, they realize what's going on. They know that the Negev is here, and Beaky will say no. More bullets is not better. So it'll be the bomb going down. Still with 15 seconds left in the round. Reason spending a lot of time. Wildcard deciding to save Slight with the Negev still in hand, holding on to that heavy machine gun. Can you believe this gun used to cost $5,800? Or it was somewhere in that neighborhood, but it was an expensive gun. Now it's $1,700, and it goes boom, and it's a laser. But you can see the advantages and disadvantages of it right there in that single round. If you're spraying through a smoke, you see exactly where the Negev player is. And you're just... you're a turret, and you're very obvious, and there's not a whole lot you can do other than just kind of sit and spray. And even through smoke, it's very obvious where your position is. So it's going to be one more saved round for the Wildcard side. Brett taking his Negev in hand once again, but will he play it somewhere different? The answer is no. He's going to play it on B once again. 4 pistols A, 1 Negev B. Wildcard with the master strats. Reason still giving tons of respect to the Wildcard side. Nading every possible position, checking everything, AKs in hand. They will spot out the pistols, Grape Zera opening things up, but Darty will trade one back. Eagles in hand, they're doing so much work. Freshy and Darty with more kills. And suddenly Reason lost 3 players. Wildcard on the eco, picking up some monster frags.
On this.
Oops. I left the in-game chat on. That is okay. I can disable it. Reason left running off. No, Walker will find one, but Freshy deegs him in response. J-Dubs avenges his fallen teammate, but only has 10 seconds remaining, and the bomb is loose. That will be rifled into the hands of the Wildcard players, or maybe not. Clock ticks down, and J-Dubs left all alone. All your teammates dead, all the enemies dead. Brett gonna be recovering this op. Wildcard gonna take a 6th. Reason, just as they were looking to string a couple of rounds together, we're gonna get a quick timeout. right, as our timeout ticks away, we have full buys. Reason gonna be kicking themselves after that one, though. They definitely had that one, and the Deagles just... the Deagles... the horror of the Deagles. They can't let every round be as slow as they've let the last two. They had 2 rounds versus pistols and a Negev. They're gonna have to start speeding things up, and they do change up the pace. They take over mid-control. Slight gonna be taking down Joris, but will be traded back immediately. But Freshy, good for the double.
Low.
And it's just gonna be J-Dubs all alone. Freshy, as we heard the coach say, is pretty low. Darty, half HP as well. But Bomb is lost top mid. J-Dubs now just looking for the miracle. Last man standing once again. Looking to pick up something. "25 seconds remaining. J-Dubs does manage to pick up the bomb, but is kind of cut off with this fire. Not gonna be a good situation. Spots Freshy and Pit. But Wildcard have all but rotated over, and Darty will end his life. That's gonna be... so in 10 rounds of play, we have a player with 0 frags, Dangerous. As we get into the final third of this half, going to be the only player lacking any frags. Does have an assist, but not looking good. And so the buy, once again, going to be pretty sad on the side of Reason. And, well, Dangerous going to start things off by getting dunked. Slight misses the shot, so Reason... oh, no, I'm wrong. Slight got the leg onto Walker. Reason choosing to just charge it up B. Brett gonna hear the shots and fall back off of the grave, but Reason are just gonna feed into the guns of Wildcard, and it will be every 2 for Cryptic and 2 for Slight. So it will be the full buy once again for the Reason side. Things looking a little bit bleak, but it's not the end of the world. 3 rounds on your T side. You only need a few more to make Inferno a successful map. So it's definitely not impossible for Reason to bring this back. And this is their map pick, so we should see some fun stuff coming out of them on their CT side, but Wildcard not going to make it easy whatsoever. Double mollies into Banana. Wildcard have already pulled back out of there, so no damage from $800 worth of utility. Reason spending that mad money on all of those nades. Mad money. Will be Slight starting things off with a trade from Grapezera. And it might be the B bomb site taken over by Reason. J-Dubs will take down Cryptic, but Brett with a double spray down. Walker turns it back around.
Stay alive. Fuck.
So we'll put us into the 2 versus 2 as the bomb is planted. Wildcard kits in hand. Plenty of utility still in the tank. No smokes though, so no sneaky diffuses. And Freshie gonna take down Walker. Will be traded back by Dangerous. Dangerous with the first kill of the game. Smokes himself off, but that means that Darty can just get in the smoke and go for the defuse, and Dangerous doesn't realize this is happening. No! Will still get the kill onto Darty, but it's too late. First 2 kills of the game, though, is still a bitter pill to swallow. Wildcard take a 9th. We will see the timeout on the side of Reason. All right, as our timeout ticks down with 9-3 in the favor of Wildcard. 3 rounds remaining for the half. We'll see if Reason can pick up a couple of rounds, bring it to 5-10 or even 6-9. If they can get all 3 of these, that's would be absolutely fantastic. Give them a chance on the CT side, but as of right now, it's not looking too terribly good for them. Cryptic taking some serious nade damage off the rip, but still alive and kicking. Reason seek to test the B bomb site once again. Still taking their time, really testing every second, really getting every piece of information they can possibly find. And it will be the nade set to rein in and the execute to come in on the B bomb site. Cryptic should hear these nades and realize something's about to happen. And it will be Slight to open things up, takes out Dangerous and Apartments. But it will be Beaky to even things back out. Still, there's only 30 seconds remaining. Beaky with a double, and that will be the B bomb site opened up. Slight gonna be the first one on in position to go for the retake. But Reason looking pretty good for this round. 4 versus 3, bomb ticking down. There are kits in all of the hands of the Wildcard players, but only 1 smoke in the hands of Slight, and Wildcard can choose to save it. Reason finally picking up a 4th in the 13th round of play. This is going to mean that Wildcard start to run a little bit low on money. If they lose this one, they're probably not going to be able to put together a full buy in the next round, which could see Reason bringing us to 6 rounds. You gotta love that Squidward's face is on Inferno. Like, of all the things to see in a nice town that you're planting bombs, is Squidward's face. And if you don't see it, next time you're in CT, look toward B and tell me you don't see Squidward's face. I'm telling you, it's there. And you know what? With pauses, I will show you where to look for Squidward's face. with a full buy. Walker taking some serious pain. And only 45 seconds remaining. Reason finally breaching mid. Beaky gonna stop the wildcard players from coming in for the lurk. It will be Darty. First, gonna be the first one to spot out these players. They're heading up both sides of mid, but really Arch side gonna be the start. But Slight on the lurk takes down Beaky to open things up. Walker will trade one back, but it will be Darty with the double. And only 10 seconds remain, and the Reason player is seriously injured. Cryptic just runs onto site, takes down the first, and will get both. Get the defuse as well. So it's going to be Wildcard picking up a 10th round. Money for Reason still pretty good. They're not in the worst state for money, so they can bring us to a 5th round, but 5-10, definitely a rough place to try to come back from. Reason really, they're not rushing. You can't say that they're dying to rushing. And Walker gonna open things up, takes out Slight, finally opening up. Reason
so funny,
with the advantage. Slight having a little bit of a discussion in chat, you know, no big deal. I'll remember to turn off voice chat in a sec. In between halves, I'll turn off the voice chat. That's my bad. On ESCA, you didn't have to do that, and I keep forgetting that Faceit has it. I don't know. It could be spicy. For ESL Impacts games, I've definitely been leaving the voice chat on, and it's been fine, but, you know, you never know what these players are going to say. You never know. The Reason taking their man advantage and, again, keeping their rounds extremely slow will decide. All right, 40 seconds remaining. Let's bang it up, Banana, and let's get out B. B's been working. Beaky with a little bit of a missed smoke, but the CT smoke down all the same. They have two players contending with. Grape going to take down the first of Cryptic. Darty to trade it back, and Brett to double things up, putting us back into a 3 versus 3. Brett just hanging out in the smoke in between the two Reason players. We'll take one down, but we'll be traded back. Darty now all alone in the 1 versus 2. And J-Dubs will end his life. 5-10 half. All right, well. Pistol round is where we see if something fun is going to happen. All right. So real quick. Go to CT spawn, right? Squidward's face. Now you can never unsee that this is Squidward's face. See, here's his nose. You got his eyes. It's Squidward's face. Okay. With that said, we get the wildcard T side. We will see what they can do. Pistol round. A chance for Reason to string a few rounds together. It's an interesting stack. We have 4 CTs stacked over toward the A-bomb site. Only going to be Dangerous all alone on the B-bomb site. And Freshy just lurking it out with the 4 members of Reason. Smoke goes down to try and prevent the push, but, ooh. The Freshy lurk, good for the first, takes down Dangerous. Spins around, ready for the re-aggression, takes down J-Dubs as well. And Wildcard gonna be pushed away from the B bomb site. Oh, Walker, very nearly.
Why does he jump, man?
Why does he jump, man? You never can know. Why jump? When you have a pair of knees, you want to keep those knees locked in, don't you? Nah, you gotta jump it. That's Beaky in the 1 versus 3 as the bomb goes down to try and pick up the pistol for the CT side here and try to string some rounds together for Reason. Takes down the first, but there are 2 remaining. Gonna have to contend with Darty on site. And Slight coming in from apartments. And it will be Slight to clean things up, winning the pistol round for the wild card on the T side. So it will be full eco, well, force round for the Reason side. Walker picking up the scout with the rest of his team, picking up upgraded pistols. Oh, Walker does spot Brett, takes 3/4 of his life in a single shot. Scout, good times. Always a dangerous thing to know where it is, and I think Wildcard are going to choose. Well, let's see if they choose to push it. 2 players on the B-bomb site for them to contend with. And their nades ran in for the Wildcard side. Got the MAC-10, got the rifles. Darty taking a little bit of damage off of Walker's scout, but not dead. Beaky going to be the first one with a frag for the Reason side. The Wildcard will get the bomb down all the same. And Reason will choose to just save their upgraded pistols. Walker with his scout just holding on to all of the weapons, all of the armor, and the handful of nades that they have picked up and try to keep things better in the next round. And good on the lurk as well, picking up 2. Reason, not the end of the world on that round. Still giving themselves the opportunity for the comeback. They are going to have to save 1 more with the buys that they just did. So it is going to be pistols once again with the saved MAC-10 for Beaky. Having put in a good amount of work, those 2 kills are going to be what could be what makes or breaks this map for the Reason side. But we're going to start things off with Brett taking some serious nade damage in Banana. Undeterred, he's going to get those nades down Banana anyway and go for it. But that is not where Wildcard will be starting this off. 20 seconds in, and they have pushed their way down apartments. They will be contending with Grape Zera's 5-7 primarily. Flash goes out, and Grape Zera going to just peek off. Gets taken down by Slight. Cryptic with a kill as well. That will be Wildcard just taking over the A bomb site. Wildcard continuing to exert force, but J-Dubs will take 1 back in response. So the 4 versus 2 will give 4 versus 1, 4 versus 0. J-Dubs managing to pick up a second with a pistol, but the SMG's a Wildcard making all sorts of money. Okay, so the reason we keep hearing players and coaches, right, is the coach counts as a dead player. So the players that are dead talk to coach with in-game chat, which we can hear. So following this game, I'm going to turn off the in-game voice chat so we don't hear the players. And that is my bad for leaving that on, but yeah. Quick aggression really everywhere. Dangerous going to be the first to fall. Wildcard make it 2. That's going to be, once again, Wildcard taking the advantage on the buy round for Reason. And they aggress onto the A bomb site. They'll just have to contend with Grape Zera waiting for them on site. We'll see what Grape can pull off. It turns out it will be nothing. Freshie with the frag. That's going to be Reason with 2 players surviving on the B bomb site. And Wildcard will likely be picking up a 14th. The only question is, how many Reason players do they hunt? All right, we got 2 coming around through CT looking to pick off these players, try to keep the weapons out of their hands. Wildcard going to pick up a 4th in a row on their T side. And that is going to be Reason's going to be on their full round loss bonus. Britt Beaky with the double spray down. He's going to be feeling good about that. Definitely encouraging when you get hunted and you kill 2 in response. We do have the CT timeout. Player's going to get a little bit of discussion in. All right, so Reason putting together the best buy they can. They have kits. They've got mostly guns. They've got the MP9 in the hands of Dangerous, with rifles in the hands of the rest of the Reason side. No ops, though, so that is going to make things a little bit dicey for them, but 3 players stacked over towards A and 2 towards B, and they will try to repel the Wildcard side. Oh, Cryptic waiting in apartments. Is he gonna realize what's going on here? He does. The flash out, up. And it'll be 2 for the side of Wildcard. Only 1 returned for Reason. And, well, Brett gonna just take every life. Takes down Walker as well. That's gonna be J-Dubs and Beaky once again saving. The rest of the team not doing quite enough for the Reason side. Definitely a rough first map for them. It will be J-Dubs picking up at least 1 player attempting to save, but if you're staring down the barrel of map point, 1 exit frag is not going to be feeling like enough. So 15 for Wildcard. Reason with troublesomely low. That's a word. It's totally a word. You can't tell me troublesomely isn't a word. Troublesome money on the Reason side. They do have rifles once again. Dangerous picking up the MP9. And they have full utilities. So you know what? The money is not troublesome. I take it back. And once again, Brett opening things up on the B-bomb site. Starts off with J-Dubs. I guess Wildcard are done with testing A over and over. They're like, hey, you know, these 2 on B have had it too easy. We're going to take them out. Repositions for Beaky, and he is taken down, and Wildcard, they just one at a time, take out the Reason players. We do have Dangerous and Walker waiting inside of CT. Bomb's still not down, but it will be planted now. Dangerous and Walker going to try to come in through Temple here. Darty, is he looking the right direction? He is. Flash goes in, doesn't catch him. Spots the elbow of the player. Dangerous takes one. Walker now in the 1 versus 2. Possibly winnable scenario, but not easily. Does have the kit in hand, has a flash. Freshie says no. 16-5, that's all you get. That's good. I hope you enjoyed. So 16-5 in the favor of Wildcard. My goodness.